Bam. We is life. We is life. All right. That's right. Okay. All right. All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen of the channel. Wait. Let's do audio check. Audio check. 1 second. 1 second. I need to hear that I have good audio. Do I have? Yes. That's very nice. Very nice. All right. As we can read comments because on the Discord, no one has responded. Maybe I'll. I don't know if I unask yourself. I already posted. Hold on. Let me first get rid of this comment. I'll get to the comments in a second. Let me go to Discord. I don't think I posted on Ask. I posted on a bunch of servers, but not on Ask Yourself. So let me post here my question of the night. I hope I'm not spamming them and they deleted me. I don't know. Anyway, so the question is, what are the comments? Let's go through the comments. So the uncomfortable truths says they are talking about more guys wanting to be dominated in recent times. Wait, I just heard something. Something just happened. New, I guess new something. This guy. All right, let's see. This guy. Let's go. Identify as you ought to touch some grass. Here are my topics. You know what? Let me. Okay, so he's not serious. That he's joking. Okay, so wanting to be dominated in recent times. The live playing with fire video happening right now. That's very interesting. So you mean I started a trend? So since I came out, more men are coming out that they enjoy being dominated. Interesting. You think that's what's going on? Fascinating. All right. That's right. That's right. Next, everyone on chat is asking where's Mrs. Slave when the perfect topic comes up. What do you mean on chat? Do you mean on praying with file? Praying with file? That's what you mean on chat? I don't know what you mean on chat. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. Anyway, so let us somebody's typing something somewhere. There it is. Let's see. This guy, our NPCs. What? Let's go. Want to debate? Why are people so people when people are aggressive? That's an indication that they're afraid to debate. They are afraid. They are afraid. It's afraid. Bro got asked a question about what he wants to debate about. He responded with another list of what he wants to debate about. That's wild. I don't know what these people are talking about. Oh, come on. Let's debate. Let's just have a conversation. Let's just, they're so afraid. Just have a conversation. I promise to be super nice. Everybody's so afraid. He's next. Wait, did he delete? No, he didn't delete. So I have 4 people are yawning. Yeah, I know, because I only have like 8 ideas for debates. I know. It's very little. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Wait, what is this? Wallet? So her name. Let's say the same thing. Guy who Lottie. I can't debate my way out of a wet paper bag. Uh. Uh. I'll steal man all your arguments. I'll help you win. I'll train you to be a super debater. Smoking has many health benefits, therefore should be recommended. Uh, you wanna debate it? It's very difficult to find people who want to debate. I mean, with all these Discord servers, everybody's terrified. Debates aren't about winning, it's about reaching truth. I'll teach you how to be a debater. Debates are about winning. That's why nobody ever concedes or learns anything. Yeah, that's true. The reading from my new page, I created a bunch of pages on my website. I guess they went to my website. Eyes without a face, got no human trace. Your eyes without a face, got no human trace. Let me show you maybe, because I don't think anybody's coming to town. You are simply wrong. Your opinion on this topic is therefore invalid. You are wrong, and I win. I stand by. Aren't you the guy that would Holocaust 100 million people to live 1 second longer? Sorry, you were born that way. If you're serious, though, I'm down to debate, mostly because I'm curious where you came up with this stuff. Fantastic. All right, I think we have a biter. Let's go. Let's go. That's right. That's right. All right. All right, Mr. Chestnut. Are you the one who wants to debate me? Or are you just here to watch? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm just here to watch.
Oh, yeah, okay, so who's coming to do the actual debating? Oh, we have a big crowd tonight. We have a huge crowd, but who am I debating? Wow, Jesus. Jesus. So who's
You got the crowds rolling in.
yeah, who wants who's up for bat? Who's swinging? Jesus Christ. Who Okay, so everybody's
Okay,
Okay, wait.
as a
Hold on.
definition, wait, can we get a definition for woke mind virus, please?
Oh, I need to fix that. It's no longer woke mind virus. I need to fix it.
Wait, aren't most of your topics about the woke mind virus?
Yeah, I need to fix it because just yesterday I debated someone. I came to the conclusion that this virus can metastasize off of any ideology, any meme, any idea can become this mob zombie can turn any group into a mob of zombies. So
Oh shit, so it's not just about woke people anymore, huh?
I know, it's terrible. I mean, I could argue that it's right now the woke ideology is being aggressed by this virus, but any group, because I experienced it just last week with the manosphere, with the red pill community, they turned their back, they became zombies and started attacking me. So it could happen to any group. We saw it happening in Salem with the witch trials. So the ideology of witchcraft, which was always innocuous, suddenly metastasized into a zombie mob. So that's like any it, right. I could argue that right now the woke ideology is being parasitized by this virus, by this mob zombie virus.
Okay. So that's the virus part, but what about the Fermi paradox part? How do aliens come into this picture?
Well, we can prove that it's a well, this virus, it's just a mathematical optimization, and it causes a race. We'll get back to why, but it causes a race to the bottom, and in the long run, I think it brought down every civilization on Earth, and I think it brought down every civilization in the universe. That's why there's no aliens. So this virus, it's very powerful. So the way it works is you see it most clearly, I think, in the Salem witch trials. So imagine you're the judge in the Salem witch trials. So how would you rule? How would you rule in the Salem witch trials? Okay, so they present all the evidence. So do you rule to burn the witch or set her free? What say you as the judge? So so you don't have to answer, but so I was debating someone and he said, well, if I set her free, the crowd, the zombie mob might turn against me. Why? I don't need that. I'm a judge. I'm a respected member of this community. I can just rule to execute, and everyone goes about their way and everything is fine and dandy. Whereas if I rule against if I rule for the witches, well, then they're gonna accuse me of they might accuse me of being a witch. I'm taking a big chance. Mathematically, I don't need to take this chance. There's no reason to take this chance. And this is the judge. This is the most powerful member in this community in this scenario. So imagine what every other member of the community was experiencing. This is a very powerful mathematical optimization that everyone is experiencing. It's a game theoretic scenario that in the long run you always go with the mob. So in the long run, every civilization must turn into a mob of zombies. In the long run, every civilization has to be destroyed, has to be dismantled. Nothing can survive this ever. This so this is I think this is what destroys all alien civilizations. That's my opinion.
Hold on. Why does everyone turning into a mob necessarily cause the destruction of civilizations? What's the logical connection there?
Um I mean the mob is mindless. So a mindless mob, um
Well, hold on.
yeah,
A mob isn't mindless. It's more like it's constructed of people with like different ideologies that generally agree, right? That's what a mob is.
right.
It's not like, yeah. So it's like a combination of ideas, but they're not necessarily idealists just because they're a mob.
Right. But I mean the no individual, it's up to individuals to stop this machine, but no individual, I mean, each individual has no reason to stop this what he perceives is absolute madness. Everybody sees the madness. This is like the king's new garments or something, the emperor's new
Well,
garments.
hold on.
Hmm.
Just to be clear, I think that you think that it's a madness, but other people might not think that it's a madness, and other people might actually agree with the way that society is moving right now.
Wait, let's concentrate on Salem. So in Salem,
Okay.
if you were the judge, how would you rule?
Like if I was a judge at the time of the Salem witch trials, or like if I
No,
was
I
like a
take
modern
you I take
person.
you now and I transport you as you are exactly right now. We're moving back in time. I place you to be the judge with all your current knowledge of 2023. You know everything you know now. How do you rule? How rule you?
Um, Probably not guilty, knowing all the science stuff that I know now.
What do you mean probably?
I mean, it's like, or I guess like pretty much, yeah, because there's no witches, right? They don't exist. So knowing that, I would deem them to be innocent, unless they've committed other crimes, of course.
But so why do you say you said probably? So why did you say probably?
Probably as in like they're not witches, so I wouldn't prosecute them for that.
But why probably?
I don't know why you're so hung up on the probably. If the claim is that they're witches, I would obviously disagree with that claim.
Okay. So what about the chance that are you aware of the danger
The dangers of what?
of ruling against a mob?
Yeah, sure.
You're taking a chance on your life. This is, let's say it's a 50-50. Do you agree that you're taking a chance on your life?
If I was back in Salem and I insisted that all these people are fucking crazy, yeah, that would most likely be a chance on my life.
So would you still rule for the witches to dismiss all the accusations? Rule innocent? I mean, there's
think
evidence.
the
I mean,
only
the evidence is clear. I mean, prosecution has presented all the evidence it could ever imagine it needs to present.
right, but I'm only able to act upon that because I have that evidence, right? If I didn't have that evidence, then I would have no reason to go against the mob.
Wait, the evidence, the prosecution presented evidence, all the evidence you could ever imagine. I mean, every time the they mention the word witch, all the girls are yelling and screaming, and they all tell stories. Yes, she came and she was flying, and she was eating the horse's head, and she was all the imaginable evidence is available. We have plenty of witnesses. We have plenty of corroborating witnesses, and there's witnesses who claim that they actually participated with the witch in witchcraft. There's plenty of testimonies and evidence. So what would you what how would you rule?
I mean, in this highly unlikely scenario that I'm like teleported back in time with the knowledge that I have now, obviously, like if everyone else doesn't have the knowledge that I have, I would fear for my life, and I will not rule that way. But I'm curious how you're gonna connect this to like present day.
No. We're going to stay there first. I need to understand your position first. So
Okay.
so um I mean, you realize we basically never had witch trials in the history of humanity, except for Salem's. I mean, as far as I know, in the last couple of hundreds of years, we only have Salem. So this was extraordinary. So most people usually like today. I mean, today's not that much different than then. No one ever got accused of being a witch. It was something, no, it didn't happen, and then suddenly the idea of witchcraft metastasized. That's how I see it, into a zombie mob. Somehow something happened, and a zombie mob formed around a metastasization of the witchcraft idea.
Okay, and I'm guessing that you're gonna relate this to present day, where you're saying like wokeness and those ideas as a whole are metastasizing in society, just
I,
like
I
the
already
idea of
said I
witches.
already said it's not necessarily wokeness. It's also
Or
wokeness.
yeah, wokeness and like other ideas. That I mentioned other ideas, not just wokeness. But that
Yes.
is the first example you gave. So
Yes, yeah. But immediately I said it happened to me in the manosphere and the red pill community. So it could happen to any community can metastasize into a zombie mob and turn
but
against.
okay,
Hmm.
but the reason why your Salem witch trial doesn't make sense is because this is under the assumption that like whoever's traveling back in time like knows what they know now, right? This means that like do you have evidence that the current like quote unquote mob ideology is incorrect or wrong?
Wait, we'll come back to the mob ideology. I want to first take what you perceive as absolutely clear, a clear scenario that is a zombie mob, and I wanna make sure that we're on the same page on that in that scenario, and then we can come back. I mean, I don't have a problem coming back. But okay, so you agree that wait, so what's the verdict? So how would you judge? How would you rule?
How would I personally rule? I would rule. I mean, it depends on what you're asking me. Like, are you trying to ask what I would do, like, if my life was on the line, or what I would just what
I'm letting you know
logical
that
conclusion would be?
I'm letting you know that yeah, I mean there is I don't want to know let's say 50%, even 10%, even 5%, even 1% chance that you're next if you rule in favor of the witches. How would you rule?
Yeah, I would probably rule that they're witches to save my own life. Realistically, that is, I think, what most people would choose to do.
Right. Right. Now, I think the evidence shows that everybody knew that there are no witches and it's utter nonsense, especially the judge.
Well, hold on. No, we know that now. People didn't know that back then, right? Just
No,
to clarify.
no, because that's what I'm saying. There were never witch trials ever. Salem was the single, the single exception. I mean,
Well, wait, hold on. There weren't
yes.
witch trials, but people used to believe in all kinds of ridiculous things back in the days.
Well, let's talk about the United States, the America before the United States. So, at least in the history of America, this was a single case. It was a bizarre case. It was an exceptional case. It didn't happen except for it's a one time, it's a one-off event, which suggests that people know it's BS. Everyone knew it's BS.
Wait, also,
Mm-hmm.
hold on. Can I be heard right now?
Yeah.
I just want to make it clear there were also witch hunts in Europe as well. It wasn't just exclusive to the US.
um okay, I honestly don't know. I mean, we do know that in the United States this was, as far as I know, this was a one-off event. I don't know. I
Uh,
mean, even
in
even in
Europe,
Europe.
there were 80,000 people that were persecuted for being witches. I don't think this was a one-time event in history.
Mhm.
80,000 people in Europe.
Okay, but we see that even you, with all your knowledge of today, would think twice before you would rule according to your conscience. You would override your conscience and you would rule innocent women and men to be burnt alive or whatever they did to them, which suggests that at that time, even if they had any doubt, they would disregard the doubt and follow the mob. And this shows the power of the mob. I mean, actually, you are showing the power of the mob, that even a person from an advanced civilization would not be able to, would not even try to stop the mob. This shows the mathematical problem with this.
Wait. Hold on, hold on.
Yeah.
If I was given the opportunity, like if like after the judging and everything, if I could convince everyone that witches aren't real, obviously I would do that. Like you put me in a situation where like I had to judge these people immediately, right? But obviously, like if I didn't have to be a judge and if I had like um
But
if I could like overall influence people, I would try to do that as well.
but you're taking a chance that if you why would you want to take that chance? What is there for you to gain? Where's the gain? You're taking a chance on your life. Where is the
Uh
gain?
I mean, this is going to a bit more personal reason, but I don't know. It just really frustrates me when people are just wrong about something.
But where's the gain? I mean, I understand the frustration, but we are rational creatures. We need reasons. We need a reason to do something. If the only
Well,
reason.
okay, the gain would be that potentially we would be able to save people from being persecuted as witches. That would be the gain.
Right, but you wouldn't be gaining anything from that. You don't. You're just taking a chance on
Well,
your life. I mean,
why are you
you have.
assuming that everyone has to act upon their own interests?
Am I assuming? I mean,
Yeah.
that is That's called the rationality assumption. Yes, I'm assuming rationality. I'm assuming all creatures optimize their well-being.
Uh,
You,
what is this theory that people rationalize?
it's called the rationality assumption. All creatures in the universe optimize their well-being. All creatures in the universe are egoistic, are rationally egoistic. It doesn't mean they're assholes. It means they optimize their well-being. They optimize short-term well-being with long-term well-being, but at the end, it's their own well-being. Well-being, yeah, their own well-being is being optimized. It's the rationality assumption. This is the fundamental theorem of the science of economics. I mean, that's what economics is based on. So, and economics is the science that explains the economy. So, if you abandon this assumption, you lose the science of economics, which explains the economy really well. So, you have to come up with an alternative theory to explain the economy. So, I mean, right now we have we have economics that explains the economy really well, but it's founded on the rationality assumption, which means the rationality assumption is well founded. It's well supported by the success of the economic theory. So if you abandon rationality, you lose all of economics. So you
Is
don't. Mhm.
hold on. Is the rationality theory, is this applied on like a macro level, or can this be applied to like on an individual? Because from what I'm
Only
reading, it sounds like this is mostly for like a macro level understanding of
no
economics and not a
no
lower level.
no. It's all of economics. All the branches of economics are based on the fundamental assumption of rationality. All of economics, all the branches, micro, macro, every branch of economics, the whole thing is founded, as far as I know, every branch is founded on the rationality assumption. It just means that all creatures seek to optimize their well being. It doesn't mean that they're assholes. It doesn't mean that they're gonna. Uh, I don't walk up to a person and I just bite their flesh off their body because I'm hungry, because I know that's gonna land me in jail. So if I want to balance my well-being in the short run and in the long run. So and so I don't. I'm a good citizen. I'm an upstanding member of the community because that gives me the optimal solution. For example,
Can I throw something in here?
sure,
So like, you said the reason why you don't eat people is because you don't want to go to jail, right?
right,
But
exactly.
it's obviously way more complex than that, right? Like there's a lot more moralistic reasons why you don't just eat people, like
No, I'm amoral. I don't have any moralistic reasons.
so
Let me
the only reason
I'll rephrase.
that you wouldn't eat a person is so that you wouldn't go to jail because the legal
Let,
consequence.
let me rephrase. The way I view the universe is that is uh, every creature is amoral, not just me. I'm just a lawyer representing this opinion. It's not me. I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about how I believe the universe works. So, what was your question?
My question was like, is there any reason other than the legal consequence for why like you would not eat a person?
It's not legal. It's it's social. It's
Yeah,
in
wait, isn't that social thing telling you not to do that? Isn't that a part of your morals?
no. It's just my egoism. I don't have morals. I'm amoral. I don't believe in morality.
Yeah, but something is telling you not to attack this human,
No,
right?
nothing is telling
Besides
me.
the law.
No, no. I'm doing a simple Lagrangian optimization. I'm seeking to optimize my life. I modify all the parameters, and I come to the conclusion. That's it. That's how I'm going to optimize my life. No morality entered into the equation. It's a simple
Okay,
Lagrangian.
let's say that
Mhm.
let's say that you have a individual, right? That if they were no longer living, it would be a lot beneficial for your life, right? And let's say that you have a way of taking this guy out without getting in legal trouble. Would you do that?
Wait, say it again. I missed
So
one of the words. What?
so let's say that there is a guy where if he's no longer living, that would be a great benefit to your own personal life. If you could take this guy out without getting into legal trouble, would you do it?
It's not me. Again, this is how everyone. I'm just telling you the calculus, the cold calculation of every creature
Wait,
in the
can you answer my
universe.
question though? Just really
I'm
quick.
rephrasing it properly. It's nothing to do with me. I'm not explaining to you how I run my life. I'm explaining to you how, actually, in economics, how economists believe the universe runs. So, according to
Okay.
economics, yeah, they just run an optimization. If you can achieve an optimal solution by murdering someone, yeah, you would do it according to economics.
Well, you're not saying that you're saying that I would do it too. You're saying that anyone would do
Anyone
that.
would do it, yeah. Any creature. There's no morality. There's only a mathematical optimization. This
Okay,
is
but wait, what if I told you I wouldn't do that? Would that like
yeah,
break your mind?
that actually is predicted by the same equation. It says that you would virtue signal to optimize your own well-being, of course. It's all
So
priced.
there's no winning against your argument, basically, is what you're saying.
It's priced in. It's not my theory. It's not my
Everything is priced in.
it's not my argument. This is all of modern economics is founded. Any modern microeconomic textbook, and they'll introduce in the first paragraph of the first page the rationality assumption. You cannot start economics without it.
All right, guys. I think I've stated my case.
You
So
stated your case. What's your case?
I mean, wait, it's your
Wait,
argument is
wait.
ridiculous. You're saying that humans would
What's your
just kill
case?
another human.
Wait, you
Well,
just said you stated your case. I never
yeah,
heard your
no,
case.
my case is that your argument is ridiculous because you're
Wait.
believing that
Calling my
all humans
argument,
act.
that's not an okay. Calling an argument
No,
ridiculous
okay,
is
let me
not an
explain.
argument.
Let me explain. The reason why your argument doesn't work is because you assume that everyone else works with your like weird sense of like morals, or that like everyone is immoral for some reason. And then when I say that someone would work against that, you immediately counter by saying like, oh, they're just virtue signaling. You can say that anyone is virtue signaling to like any counter to your argument, right? So you have like a catch-22, right? No one like there's no winning against your arguments because if they are going against what you're saying is like the rationality thing, they're just doing it to torture signal, right?
Right, but my it's not my, but this assumption is the foundation of all of economics, and economics is the best theory we have to
Well,
explain.
here's the other thing: is economics doesn't perfectly explain all of
Okay,
the world, right?
I didn't say
Economic theory can be wrong. Just to
I
be clear.
didn't. That does not contradict anything that I said. I'll repeat.
Wait,
The
no, your whole argument is that this isn't your argument, right? This is the economics are argument, and this is how
Mhm,
economics like handle the world. And since
mhm.
our like world is ran on like economics, right? They can't possibly be wrong. That's what you're saying, right?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'll repeat. So the science of economics is the best theory we have for the natural phenomenon known as the economy. And the science of economics is founded, first and foremost, on the rationality assumption. This gives credence to the claim that the rationality assumption is correct, as far as scientifically correct can be defined. Questions?
Wait, but economic theory is wrong sometimes. That's my whole point. It
You're not
doesn't give credence
contradicting
because
anything I
economic
said.
theory.
You're not contradicting anything I said.
Wait, hold on. Did you not just say that um that like this is based on like economics, like the natural economics or whatever, and thus it cannot be wrong because of that?
I never said it cannot be wrong. If you want, I'll
Can you,
restate it slowly.
yeah, restate your statement again?
The science of economics is our best theory to explain the natural phenomenon known as the economy. And the science of economics is founded on, first and foremost, on the rationality assumption. This gives credence to the claim that the rationality assumption is a scientifically viable, correct assumption. Just it looks like a good assumption if it births a good theory that gives good predictions of a natural phenomenon, a very complex, possibly the most complex natural phenomenon known to science, such as the economy. So, and it's all based on just this assumption. So, sounds like a very
Right. But I'm saying that that assumption can be incorrect sometimes. That is my whole point. Right? Because, okay, hold on. Because I literally wrote down your point.
Mhm.
So your argument is that the science of economics is our best theory to explain our natural phenomenon called economy, right? That's the basis. That's the
known
first
as
thing you
the
said, right?
economy. Known as the
Yeah,
yeah.
known
Okay.
as
Okay. Mhm. Yeah. You're there.
hello?
Yeah.
Sorry,
You
I'm
hear
not
me?
used to push to talk. Yeah.
Sorry. So
Okay.
get rid of
So
it.
this server requires it. It's one of the rules.
No, I removed it and no one killed me.
Oh, okay. Okay. So your first statement was the science of economics is their best theory to explain a natural phenomenon known as the economy,
Yes.
right? I'm not
Yeah.
misquoting you there.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Do you agree that economics has not been correct about the economy sometimes? Do you agree that that our knowledge of economic theory is sometimes wrong on how the economy behaves and will
No.
predict wrongly?
No.
Really? You think that the theory of economics has perfectly predicted our economy
No.
so far?
I mean, I mean, I don't know what you mean by perfect, but it's scientifically the best, and as it is scientific, it is always self-correcting. It's always making micro adjustments and nano adjustments. It's always improving. It's infinitely progressing, like all sciences. It's perfecting itself, like all science does. But it's all founded on the rationality assumption.
I mean, I don't know what I can tell you. Like I'm telling you that I wouldn't kill a human being,
Hmm.
even if it was to my benefit, without it having to be a virtue signal. But you won't believe that, right?
I
You
believe. I
you like I'm
believe.
lying to you.
Look, I, b- I believe that you believe it, and I also want to believe it. But when pushed, the question is not now that you're sitting in your room, cross-legged, having a conversation at almost midnight, sipping your latte or whatever. The question is when push comes to shove, when you live in the ghetto and it's either it's killed or be killed, what do? That's the question. And then it's not even a question. Of course, you.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Mhm.
Self-defense was never a part of this. This person is not of any threat to
But
you, but it would
but
just be of
what do you
benefit.
but okay, that's the problem with hypotheticals, that don't lay the groundwork. So I mean, if I just made
Well,
a
I mean, I
real.
never mentioned self-defense in the first
Right, right,
place, right? I
right.
never
So
brought that up.
so yeah. So that's why it's called rationality. I mean, it's you're only going to kill someone if it's rational to kill them. You're not going to kill them. It's only going to be profitable when it's in such a scenario. Where else would you go out of your way to kill a person? I mean, right now you could argue that you're killing people, but not. It's indirectly. I mean, you are paying taxes. The taxes go to fund, let's say, even the Ukrainian war for crazy example, and people are being killed there. Right? If they would surrender, no one would be killed. So you're funding it. So you're supporting it. So you're causing people to
Wait,
die.
well, hold on. You think that in the Ukrainian crisis, the Ukrainians should just surrender to
No,
Russia?
I'm not. No, I'm not taking sides. I'm just saying. Look, okay. The point is, any scenario that you would create in which it's profitable to kill a person, you would agree. Oh, in that case, of course, I would kill. Oh, in that case, of course, we didn't talk about this. But yeah, you gave me a scenario. You just said, yeah, it's profitable to murder the person. Would you do it? Of course, you would. You would too. Everybody would. Now, show me the actual scenario. Now that I'm showing you the actual scenario, it's in the ghetto. You're saying, oh, we didn't speak. We didn't talk about this. Right.
Wait,
when
what's in
you
the ghetto?
what?
What's in the ghetto? Or what?
When the
Sorry, could you repeat what you
scenario
just said?
when the scenario is in the ghetto and murder becomes a real option to profit, right? You can abandon your as the drug dealer in the ghetto. You're one of the drug dealers, one of the corners. If you don't protect your corner, you don't have a corner. If you don't have a corner, you don't have an income. You don't have an income, you're homeless. If you're homeless, you're dead. So it's very quickly you're dead if you don't kill or be killed. Right now, it looks like it's for money, it's over drugs. It's not, it's survival. It's always survival. No one kills unless it's for survival, unless they're a psychopath, and that's 1 in a million. But normal murder is when you don't have a choice, when people have their backs to the wall, you know, that's it. It's go time.
Real quick, just
Mhm.
real quick. Psychopath is not 1 in a million; it's more like 1 in 100. But go ahead.
You okay? Fine. You think it's 100? I'll I'll inverse concede. There are no psychopaths. All right. So bring me a case. Show me a hypothetical where.
No, that's not true either. It's neither that it's 1 in a million, nor is it that there are none at all. The stats, I believe, for psychopaths is about 1% of the population. 1 in
Right.
100.
Right. So I'm inverse conceding. I'm retracting. I'm saying there are no psychopaths. It doesn't
Hey, you're
exist.
taking it too far every time.
No,
Why
no,
do you do that?
listen. I claim right now I'm claiming everyone is rational just for this argument. I'll claim everyone is
Except for
rational.
yourself.
Show me, listen, hold on. Show me a hypothetical in which show me a hypothetical that it's profitable to murder someone, but you're not going to murder them. Show me that. Let's create that. I'll help you. Let's create a hypothetical that it's profitable to kill someone, but you're not going to kill them. All right, let's create it, because
I don't wanna.
what? You said I don't wanna.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Let me give you this one.
All right.
Let's say that you're at like a big like corporate job, right?
What?
And
I'm
you're
a
about to,
what?
let's say that you're working at a corporate job,
Okay.
okay? And then let's say that there's a guy above you that is preventing you from being promoted. It would be in your best interest to kill that guy to get promoted. Do
Of
you think most
course,
people would kill that guy to get
but
promoted?
realistically, you're gonna get caught. Of course, you're not gonna do it.
Wait, okay. What hypothetical are you talking about then?
There is no
What's
hypothetical that you can create that it makes sense to murder someone and you're not going to murder him. It's impossible. It's a mathematical contradiction. You cannot do it. If it's rational to
But
murder someone, then you will murder them by the by the assumption by the rationality assumption. And you see right now how impossible it is to get around the rationality assumption. You cannot create a simple hypothetical to that it's rational to murder someone, and you as a rational being are not going to do it. It's impossible to create that scenario. I'm open-minded. Show me.
the reason why it's impossible to create that scenario for you is because even if I were to create that scenario and I said I wouldn't do it in that scenario, you would just assume that I'm doing it out of
Create it.
like
I don't know. Create a
All
scenario.
right, someone's
Jesus
about to
Christ.
murder your whole family. They just bust down your door and they have a shotgun and a minigun, and you're all fucked. But you have a Desert Eagle and you're about to snipe this motherfucker with your Desert Eagle. Do you do it?
That's self-defense. That's not murder.
Yeah, that's self-defense. That's very different.
Murder. Okay. So
you
murder can imply self-defense. All right. All right. Fair enough.
right, and my prediction is it's impossible to create a scenario. It's a contradiction. It's impossible to create a scenario where it's rational to murder, yet a rational being is not going to murder. It's a contradiction. But if you don't follow the logic, then go ahead, create that hypothetical situation. I'm open-minded. I'm always surprised, go ahead. Take your time. I'm in no rush.
Wait, hold on. Even if we do create this hypothetical, you're just gonna say that I'm answering whatever I'm answering to virtue signal, aren't you? That
No.
was your answer to my that was your answer to my other hypothetical.
No, you promised me, you crossed your fingers, you pinky swore you're not gonna murder. I said, of course you would pinky swear because that's your optimization. Of course you want a virtue signal. That has nothing to do. You
Yeah, wait,
claim
so there isn't a hypothetical that we can construct where we wouldn't murder someone because by constructing that hypothetical, we are virtue signaling.
no, wait,
That's that's
no,
essentially what you're
construct
saying. I can't.
no, no, you're saying I would never murder someone for profit. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Just give me the scenario. Let's go through an actual scenario. Create a detailed hypothetical.
Okay. Let's say that you're in a business trip with
Hmm.
your work buddies and you got
Hmm.
your boss there too, and you
Hmm.
guys went on a hunting trip. This is like in the middle of buttfuck nowhere. There's no authorities, right? It's like the fucking jungle.
I would
You saw
never
on a
take a
TV.
chance. I would never take a chance. There's even satellites today that track you. I would never take a chance. Why would I? That doesn't make any sense. No rational being would ever take a chance like that.
Wait, so
Um,
when
I,
would
I,
you
I I
ever
would say,
murder someone rationally? Hold on. When would you ever murder someone rationally then if there's always a chance that you can get caught? How am I supposed to come up with a hypothetical
like,
scenario where it's
like
beneficial to murder someone without being caught when you're saying that it's really easy to get caught in all of the cases that I'm coming up with?
you could you could do you could go to a different country. Let's say we don't live, or let's say we're on a space trip one way away from Earth, like actual guardianship, or a multi-generational ship. But even then, there's a social order. I mean, look, it's I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I don't I don't know what to tell you. I don't you want me I want to steel man your position, but my hands are tied. My position
Okay,
is,
wait, hold on. You said spaceship just now?
yeah.
So okay, so let's say that it's not a business trip. It's like it's a fucking spaceship trip. This hypothetical's getting wild. Let's say it's a spaceship trip with your business buddies and your boss is there, and there's no possible way that you can get caught by murdering this guy.
No, you
If
don't.
you
You
kill this
you
guy,
can't you can't say there's no possible way. You gotta, yeah, because we know reality. Reality is that
that's the point of a hypo. Wait, you want me to give you a hypothetical
you see
where it's possible to kill someone without legal recourse? That's what you want me to give you, right?
look, look. I'm just telling you. Um, the reason I don't murder anyone is because I'm rational. I mean, it's not just that I don't kill, but it's not just that I don't murder. I'm actually a very nice person. I'm actually one of the nicest people I know on this planet. That is because I invest in friendships. Not only do I not contemplate murdering people, whenever I have people that I want to murder, I just walk away from them. These are terrible friends. I just walk away. I find myself walking away from friendships every once in a while, and from family. You walk away every once in a while instead of murdering them. Why? Because if you murder them, that's the end of your life. Why would you want to do that? To send a message? To who? To the rest of humanity? I don't owe them anything.
Oh my god. Somehow our positions I think got flipped somehow. But yeah, obviously I'm not advocating for murder. Just to be clear,
I'm
that's
agreeing, but the reason, but it's
but
rational.
no,
It's
okay.
a, why?
But I'm saying, hold on. I'm saying that I wouldn't murder someone because of my morals and my ethics. You're
No,
saying that people.
no, it's an
What do you
optimization.
that?
It's a
No,
mathematical
no, no, no. That's
optimization.
what I'm saying. That's my argument.
And
Okay,
I
and then
right, right,
your argument is that people do it out of rationality,
exactly,
right? Or
exactly,
sorry, people don't murder out of rationality.
exactly. People do
You want me to come
everything
up?
out of rationality. Everything they do, every little thing is a mathematical optimization. That's it.
Wait,
Every
if
choice you
someone's in like a really bad breakup, right, and they cry about that shit for weeks, even though rationally you should like go forward with life, is that an optimization too to cry about it for 2 weeks?
That's like saying if somebody's hungry, is it not irrational to be hungry? That those are things. I mean, your basic needs you have no control over. I mean, we're talking about like
It's not. It's wait. There's not a quota for emotionality to provide functionality to a human.
that's a given. I mean, that's like in math we have a given. Given a human with emotional needs, he's hungry, he needs love, he needs attention, he has needs. Based on that, let's continue. So you're saying, but isn't that a violation of the rationality assumption? No, it's not. Needs are baked into the rationality analysis, into the economy, into the economic analysis. We assume everybody needs a house, everybody needs a car, everybody needs, list of food.
Do you assume that everyone needs housing?
No, I mean, no, 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 no. I'm saying the economic analysis bakes in all the fact that humans need. It doesn't violate rationality. I'm not going to go now into the homeless crisis.
Yeah, but I was asking if you think that like housing is a requirement, like rationality entails having
No,
housing.
no, no. Rationality is just that whenever a human needs to choose between, let's say, two activities, let's say work or leisure. So he does a mathematical optimization. He works some and he rests some. He balances work and rest, or work and eat, or investment and joy. There's always a balance. He cannot do only one of them. You cannot work full time and never rest. That's impossible. You cannot rest all the time and never work. That's impossible. So you need to find the optimum. So there is there so you can so humans are just optimizers. All creatures optimize. They hunt a little, then they eat a little, then they rest a little, then they play a little. No, they figure out the optimum. Nothing to do with morality. There's no morality in the equation.
Are you saying that like humans are in the constant process of finding out what's optimal, or are you claiming
Yeah,
that they already are doing
all
what's optimal?
creatures. It's nothing to do with humans. We're just part of nature. It's amoebas do the same thing. It's from any living creature does this. I think evolution is the best optimizer. Evolution kills whatever is not optimal, right? If you have a competitor and he's more optimal than you, then he eats you. Done. So he passes his genes.
Wait,
So
but
uh,
I'm asking if you think the average person or if all persons are acting 100% optimal or if they're seeking for what is optimal.
they're trying to optimize. There's no such thing as 100% optimal. Everyone is optimizing, and it also has to do
And
with
that is and by your claim that's all that we do.
you don't need anything else. I mean, this is the fundamental assumption of economics. You don't need anything else. It's like the God hypothesis, like the God of the gaps. You just don't need God. You don't need morals to explain the economy. You don't need morals to explain human behaviors. Why do you want to introduce extra complexity? You're just complicating the equation. You don't need to.
Because economics can't answer all of human behavior.
What can it not answer?
I mean, like, for example, like, I guess you don't believe in the economic crashes, but do you
And
think that
what?
economic theory, like,
Economic rashes?
Yeah, like the crash
crashes?
of 2008.
Right. That's a different debate. Yeah, it never happened. That's a different debate.
But okay, okay. Well, first of all, it did happen, right? And
Okay,
that
we
was
can
one
debate it.
instance where
Let's
economic theory
on a
was
di-
wrong.
no, on a different day.
Just to be clear.
And the economists were right. They predicted there's no problem. There was no problem. Nothing ever happened. We can debate it a different day.
Nothing, right?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's a different day.
People
Let's
didn't lose
leave
their
it. Okay.
jobs. People didn't lose their homes. It wasn't on the news everywhere. People weren't suffering. But yeah, totally, it was nothing.
Okay. I don't want
My
to.
parents lost their house over that depression, by the way.
I'm
Just
so
you
sorry
know.
to hear. Listen.
But I mean, nothing happened, right?
Listen, this is a different debate for another time. Let's not mix up debates. So let's stay on target.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm just stating, right, that the economic crash was an example of when the economic theory was incorrect. Right?
Even if you're
If
right,
you want to debate that another time,
even
then
if you
we can do that. But
even if
unless you
you're
want to debate
right,
that now, then I'm
no,
gonna hold
even
on to
if
that
you're
position.
right, even if you're right, and modern economic theory made a mistake, it's still the best science we have. It's basically the only science we have to explain the economy, and it doesn't
Wait, yeah,
mean
no, hold on. I don't disagree with that either. Yeah, economics is a really good theory for predicting economics. Who'd have thunk, right? What I'm arguing against is your assumption that economic theory is good at predicting human behavior as a whole. It's good at determining markets, right? That's why it's called economics. It's good at determining the economy, but I don't think it's a good metric for determining human behavior.
well. What's your evidence?
Well, I mean, my evidence is that economic theory has been wrong, right, about stuff that happens in the world. That would be my evidence, but you're just saying that that didn't happen. So
Even
I
no, but
can't.
even if I
We have a
concede,
disconnect right now.
no. What do you mean disconnect?
Okay, so go ahead.
Even if I
Even if you
concede
concede.
that the economic theory is imperfect, that's like saying that science is imperfect. Fine, the current scientific state might be imperfect, but it's the best we have, and it's getting
It's the best we have for economics. It's not the
Mhm.
best we have for human behavior. Right? Humans don't also you have to distinguish that some people's version of like what's the most rational choice is going to be very different from what your version of rationality is. People are all going to be pursuing their own version of rationality, right?
No, just that we use the same equations to predict the behavior. You can just say people have different
Wait,
preferences.
well, people have different preference.
Like some people
That's
enjoy.
the same thing as having a different rational, right? Like for
It's the
example,
same.
some people might hold on. Some people might want to like YOLO stocks, right, and just like invest all their savings into like one thing. It's not smart. It's not rational, right? But to those people, it is rational to them, right? And it makes sense to them, right? In the end, it probably fucked them over, and they didn't get good results out of it. But to them, it was rational, and that's what they were seeking, right?
Um.
But
Yeah. The answer to them it was rational is always true by the rationality assumption. So, but what's the question?
so so you agree that there's no like single type of rationale that humans behave on, right? Everyone has different rationales.
No, everyone
Like,
has different preferences, but they use the same equations to optimize their life. There's only
well, what's the point of using the same equations if they get different results from that same equation?
it's the same algorithm. We all have the same brain to optimize our lives. Like I enjoy debating and working and eating and exercising. Other people need to get out more, drive a faster car. I hate fast cars. I like big trucks. Some people like sports cars. I hate sports cars. You know, whatever. Like my like but based on my preferences, I optimize my life. But it if we just switch preferences, we can still use the same algorithm to achieve to maximize ourselves a well-being. Let's say tomorrow morning I discover that I really like baking cookies, something that I've never done in my life except for when I was a child. So then I discover, wow, I really love it, and that's all I want to do. Fine, I'll rearrange my life in such a way that it will be optimal. It will include not full time baking cookies, but it will include some baking cookies. I will do less of everything else, a little bit less of exercise, a little bit, and so on. Where are we going in this discussion? Because it's been already an hour. I don't want to get stuck.
I'll wrap it up. Okay. So let's say that you're given. What's the best way to phrase this?
We can continue
Let's say
tomorrow.
that two people. Really quick. Let's say
Okay.
that two people are given an amount of money to invest in the stock market. What does your economic theory say that they'll do?
What do you mean that they have to invest it in the stock market?
Right. Like, according to, yeah, if they have to invest it and it's two people, what does your economic theory say about self-preservation, right?
Self-preservation? I don't understand the question. Look,
Well, because
yeah,
according to you, right, you can
hmm
use the theory of economics to predict human behavior, right?
yeah.
So we have two humans, right, and we give them a bunch of money, and I'm asking you, what does your economic theory say that these two people will do?
My economic theory just says they'll do whatever they perceive as rational. They will
Right, and
optimize.
in hold on, in economics, what is the most rational decision usually when it comes to investments?
Rational just means they'll seek their optimum, their self optimum. They'll optimize their well being. That's all it means. Whatever they'll do,
Well, wait, hold on. A big part of economics also is to decrease risk. Am I wrong? That's a big part of economic theory.
uh, look, the in the I'm not getting into that. The the most important thing right now is the self optimization, the egoism. The assumption is that all creatures are egoists. They just care about themselves. That's the assumption. So,
Right. And your basis for that assumption is that it's also the basis of economics, right?
this assumption is the foundation of the science of economics, which is
Yes.
the best science we have to explain the natural phenomenon known as the economy, which means the assumption, the rationality assumption seems strong, seems good, seems scientifically sound because it's a complex phenomenon. The economy is complex, and with one single, almost silly assumption, this bizarre assumption, boom, bam, we
Okay.
figured
Wait, so
out. Mhm.
according to self-preservation, right? You should be doing everything to preserve yourself, right?
No,
Preserving as in what?
no,
Huh?
no.
Self the preservation assumption doesn't say that
I didn't.
an
There's
individual
no
wants to preserve
preservation
themselves.
assumption. It's called the rationality assumption.
Sorry, rationality assumption.
Yes.
Yeah, so for the rationality assumption, doesn't it like assume that the individual is going to have low risk? Isn't that like the rational thing to do?
No, rationality. I mean, yeah, but that's like one of the chapters. But the first chapters that have to do with like rationality theory is like simple things like a rational being prefers more of a good rather than less of the same good for the same price. For example, uh, even for free. So let's say if I offer you one pizza or two pizzas. So a rational creature would prefer the two pizzas over the one pizza, assuming he values pizza as a good. So that's just part of the definition of being rational, that you just prefer more of good over less of good. Yes, you can do the calculations where when it comes to risk, but that's like a little bit more advanced. Yes, of course, you want to avoid risk, of course, but that's like I would have to. I mean, if you have questions about risk, I don't know why you're going to risk. But
Well,
yeah,
because I think risk is like a big part of
no, it's not
the
big.
rationality assumption.
No. You can use the rationality
Well, wait, if someone
assumption.
would
Hmm.
you say that if someone is taking risks, are they being rational?
Yes, we all take risks. You're taking a risk right now that your building is not going to is going to collapse. You're taking that risk because 1 in a billion buildings collapse, but you're taking that risk. Why are you taking? Yeah, we take risks. You're taking a risk that I'm not going to. I don't know what. Or you whenever you interact with people, you're taking a risk that someone is not going to stab you. Because it's a risk. It could happen. Any interaction, especially if you have a girlfriend. Once in a while,
Okay, wait, hold on.
girlfriends. Yeah,
I think my building collapsing on me is a very different level of risk compared to financial like
fine,
failure,
fine, fine. But I'm
right?
just yeah. But fine. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't know why like my building collapsing came into the equation. That seems very tangential.
No, no, it's
But that's a
risk.
very different type of no, it's risk, but it's not the same level of risk as like
Fine, I
financial
agree.
ruin.
I'm just saying life does not exist without risk. We live in
Yeah, that
risk.
is true. Yeah. But we minimize that risk, right? That's my point is I don't have a lot of things around me that are
We
super
don't
risky to me. I
yeah,
might have
we minimize. Yeah. But we optimize where we have risk. We optimize. We minimize the risk, but we might maximize the risk if we're getting rewarded for maximizing the risk. Like I mean, let's say we don't always minimize the risk. Like if it's other people's money, then but why are you going to risk? Why are you going to gambling? This is like a whole. It's a different. It's a whole field. It's called insurance economics. It's like the whole gambling economics. It's a whole field. Why do you want to go there? It's
so in my mind, if your supposed rationality assumption held true for human behavior, right?
hmm
If that was the case, if we gave two people, right, a bunch of money to invest in the stock market, I feel like the rationality assumption and also economists would agree that those two people would probably like just diversify, right? Diversify, decrease risk as much as possible. That would be the rational thing to do, right?
it's I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Now you're asking me for investment advice. That's actually I cannot even
No, no,
give
no, no,
you.
no. It's a hypothetical. It's still
It
related
doesn't.
to the
No,
main
but
point, right?
I
Because
cannot.
my main point is that
Why do
humans
you?
don't behave like that. Humans won't diversify their portfolios or their investments um, because or in order to decrease risk. They won't like some people will do that, right? But obviously others won't do that. We saw that with the Wall Street bets thing happening last year,
Hmm.
right? Some people will just behave irrationally, and economic theory or this rationality assumption can't explain some of that. That's my whole point,
Oh,
right?
okay,
That's
okay.
that's that's why the retail stock thing happened last year was because people didn't predict that retail investors would do that, right? That's like human behavior can't be predicted with this like economics or this rationality assumption thing. That's my whole point.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'd have to think about that. That's a great point. That's a good point. Um, but to claim that humans are in generally unpredictable, here,
Oh no, no, wait, hold on. Not generally, sorry.
all right.
I would say that it's like in most cases humans will behave rationally in the way that they believe is rational. But I think that there are also some edge cases where humans don't where humans act against their own self-benefit. And I think that like you can't explain all of that with egoism. Like I feel like there's something else there that kind of like separates those two.
Yeah, it's a good point. I'd have to think about it. But okay, let's stop here. Because my time
Yeah,
is
this is a good place to stop. It's getting
yeah,
pretty late for me too. But yeah, I'd be down to have another conversation
yeah,
some other time.
definitely. You're a terrific interlocker, as they call it.
Yeah,
Wait,
for sure.
who are you? You're Ice OG. Which are you?
Yep, I'm a Iced OJ.
Let me send you a friend request. Sent. Okay, you should get it. All right, man. You're cool. Thank you very much. I'll see you some other time.
Yeah, for sure. It was fun talking to you. I'll see you around.
Absolutely, absolutely. Good night. Bye. All right. That's right. That's right. All right. So,
Hey,
hey, what's up?
Mr. Slave.
Yeah, that was actually good. I mean, the guy was actually normal. He wasn't calling me a liar and other lists of names, so that was an accomplishment. And he made a good point. Especially
Yeah.
at the end, he said it's irrational to not diversify. So it's very interesting. Anyway, what's up? You're not going to sleep?
I'm going to go to sleep,
Yeah, me
but
too. Hmm.
uh, I just wanted to discuss. What is it?
You said discuss. So
Oh,
are
this is
you becoming infected?
I must be getting infected by the woke mind virus.
Look at this. Man Dandon says we're fake laughing. We are so fake laughing. I'm sorry, Man Dandon. We're fake laughing. We're terrible people.
I'm very fake. Now,
Yeah.
I came back from Alex's stream, and in the first 5 minutes, they were discussing men becoming more submissive, and the entire chat was requesting Mr. Slave to come on.
Interesting. Fascinating.
This is very fascinating.
Very fascinating. Wait, so how did Senor Alex react?
Senor Alex reacted by saying that he wouldn't mind Slave coming back once in a while.
Oh, okay. That's good. All right. Well, I have no intention of going back ever. I was burned on his stream too many times to want to relive it. I don't see the point at this point.
Well, I will tell you one thing.
Hmm.
You are honored on PWF because if you look at the custom emoticons,
Hmm.
your face is the first emoticon.
On where? On what? On the in the chat?
Oh, yes. So if you are a YouTube member, you can have access to custom emoticons for each individual channel. And for PWF, his first custom emoticon is the Mr. Slave face.
You're like in when they do animations of not animations when they replay the Garden of Eden and the snake speaks. So he always elongates the S's.
Oh,
He always drags out the S's.
this is the way that I speak.
Oh my
But
god.
I would love to see you back on Alex's channel.
I don't have the mental fortitude. I mean my life was a living nightmare for the last couple of months. I don't want to relive it. It
Okay,
was
okay, okay, but you are a legend in PWF.
yeah, I know. I felt so too. I mean, I felt it was magical, but Alex thought it would be optimal to eat the goose that is laying his golden eggs. Go figure. You thought it was just a myth, a parable. You didn't think it actually happens, but you know that's why it's a parable.
I think Alex is coming around, and he recently said, "Oh, I wouldn't mind having slave back home."
He never kicked me off. I told him I'm leaving. I'm not coming back, and he said adios, basically.
Yeah,
Here, I can show you.
chat. Uh, I think Alevin side is saying Alex's ratings, viewers have plummeted since you left.
That is a possibility. I'd be surprised if it weren't so, because Alex, when asked multiple times, he said that I am the most requested, the most favorite guest. So I guess, I worked very hard to be funny and, to to just elevate everyone's feelings, but Alex wouldn't have it. So I don't know what to say. Look, I understand. I really, I'm torn, but I cannot afford it. I just cannot afford it. It just destroys my life. I cannot function. I can't be maligned so severely by a mob and then just get back to my work. I can't. I can't function. It's not. I end up thinking, wait, I should have said this. Wait, no, I don't want that. I want what I just had, a nice, friendly debate that almost put me and everyone to sleep. That's what I want. I want to meditate as I debate. I want to think about the fundamental assumption of the economic theory. I want to think about, is my analysis of the Fermi paradox correct? Maybe I'm wrong. That's it. And I, I understand that drama is terrific, but this amount of drama, it was all on my shoulders. It was all in my head. It's too much. Sorry. For now, it's impossible. Wait, do you want to read some comments and then we'll go to sleep?
Yeah,
I mean,
let me read some of these comments for you.
wait, let's scroll all the way to the beginning. Okay, let's start with this one.
Okay. They're talking more about more guys wanting to be dominated in recent times in the live PWF vid happening right now. Yeah,
Interesting.
it's interesting. Everyone on chat is asking, where is Mr. Slave when the perfect topic comes up? Oh,
Wait, and by the perfect topic, you mean the feminine domination?
yes, there was a topic of feminine domination, and a attractive woman by Mr. Slave's definition was on the panel, and she was alluding to 15% of men on dating apps now being in the submissive role or looking for a man to be submissive.
Looking for a man to looking for the man to be the submissive one. Okay. All right, let's go to RPG. RPG came in halfway, but I couldn't let him in because I was debating. So I'm sorry, RPG. All right, you want to read that?
Okay, let me read this. I don't even want to talk shit in chat, but Michelle, I saw you talking mad shit about me. What's your experience? Answer the questions. I get you're in a cuck relationship. Shin, I don't know what that means. You bet
Yeah.
her.
Wait, do you have a speech impediment?
Yeah, I have a speech impediment.
Wait, are you? But you're faking your speech right now. You're pretending to be me. You're.
No, this is the way that I speak.
No, it's not.
This is the way that I speak.
No, no, it's not.
I've evolved.
You've evolved.
At Michelle, if you come at me, bro, I don't know what that means.
No, it looks like RPG is going to war with Michelle. It's like there's so much drama in this sphere. I can't be in this place. There's too much drama. He claims he's been nothing but nice, and Michelle is attacking. Yeah, because they're all so confrontational. They're all so offensive and defensive against one another. It's unbelievable. It's a mob. It's a mob of lunatics.
Y'all wanna talk shit when my mom dead, but IRL, I don't
In
know what
real
that.
life.
Don't wanna talk shit, man. RPG, I don't know what that means.
It's like he's being attacked when his mom died. They attacked him, but in real life, they don't want to talk. I don't know. Weirdo. All right. Media hits.
It could happen to you. Well,
What
what could
could.
happen?
I don't know what's
What-
going on. They crucified Mr. Slave. I don't know what they're talking about. Look, okay, we're halfway through. Let's go.
Halfway through, we got to wrap up. Okay. Exactly. Hush mode for all of y'all. Sit in the corner, bitch. Otherwise, HMUIDC. Look, I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means. You gotta know the youngsters talk. He's like 18, so he knows how to talk like a youngster.
Oh.
Mr. Slave got more balls. I don't know what he's talking about. Think about that. Laugh my ass off. All right. RPG says. Let me read. I'll read a little faster. If you know my mom at Michelle, keep the same energy. I have no idea what these guys are talking about. Otherwise, she's cutthroat. You're not. I'm done, man. All right. The legend himself, the slave. Fucking weirdo, laugh my ass off. I'ma get Jody, beat your ass with no filter, weirdo. Leave me alone, man. Then done. Fake laugh. We were laughing. He says it was fake. That triggers you. All right. Show Hormaxer more runway. Yeah, I want to go visit Hormaxer. Is he streaming right now? I need to go visit him before I go to sleep. Haha, with the lisp. There's a lisp? Snakes. Yeah. We need YKU back on PWF Slave. What is YKU?
I don't know what that means.
I guess he means me. I guess we need you instead of the K is instead of the O, and the O and the U are switched. I don't know. How do you spell U?
I think U is YOU.
Oh, so you just switched the K with an O with a K. So I think we need you back on PWF Slave. I have no plans to go back. My life has been such a beautiful, daily routine. No, no, no. I don't want to go back to the nightmare. Enough. Enough is enough. Alex's ratings, viewers have plummeted since you left. I'm sorry to hear that, honestly. Javier, that's not true. Alive inside at all. Oh, he claims it's not even true. All right. So Alex got exposed to Night Slave. Got exposed doing what? Exposed. What do you mean exposed? Do you have any idea what he's referring to?
Alex took on a speed date himself, actually. And at the end of the speed date, he asked the woman, "Would you go on a second date with me?" And the woman said no.
That's not exposed. You don't have 100% kill rate. No one does. Only the woke mind virus does. Nothing else in nature has 100% kill rate. So, that's okay. That's not. I don't define that as exposed. Slave, what do you think of the Ashley Gregg? There's another drama, Ashley Gregg. Jesus, I don't want to hear about it. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Bro, lol. RPG copying me now. How did he copy you? What did he say? What did RPG say? Alright, never mind. Next. Mandandon says, but for real though, I hope RPG alright. Yeah, I hope everybody's alright. Chris Barnett's Humpty Dumpty. Wait, Chris, you haven't been here in like a month. RPG is going through some mental issues right now. He had a mental breakdown. I'm telling you, everyone is having a mental breakdown. That's what I'm talking about. You guys have to be more gentle. Jesus Christ. You guys need to stop it. Stop the zombie mobbing. Stop the mobbing. You got to stop it. And until somebody's going to take his life, no one's going to rest. Stop it. Behave yourselves. and leave any toxic universe. You got to leave. You got to walk away. You have to walk away. If you want to come to my space, for now, there's no mental issues. All right. Alex said on tonight's stream that he likes leaving his imprints on women, meaning bite marks and bruises, since he is territorial over women. If you said that, there would be a witch hunt to cancel you. Well, we don't know that. There was a witch hunt when I didn't say anything. I just asked a question. What did Hormaxer do that is wrong, if at all? And for that, I got hunted down. So it doesn't matter. But yeah, it doesn't matter. Next, Mandandan says RPG should start streaming. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Anyone who's being mobbed should just turn around, walk away, and start streaming. Yeah, but she was like 4 out of 10. All right. And he stacked the deck versus himself. Oh, so of course he's gonna not do well if he stacks it against himself and still lose. Whatever. Javier says, looks for L was trying to say he's gonna have 100% success rate with night game during the competition with Jake. I don't think anyone can ever have that 100% kill rate, except for the woke mind virus. Chris Burnett says, yeah, I told RPG to take a break from the manosphere in chat. It can be super toxic, especially Black Bill. It doesn't matter. Any community, I discovered that it can happen to any community. Any community can metastasize into a mob, a zombie mob. You gotta be prepared for that, and just as soon as it happens, you shut it down and walk away. There's no point in sticking around. It's just going to build up. As long as you stick around, the mobbing will build up. If it's once it starts, I don't think it's possible to stop it. It's going to build up, so you need to leave. I wonder if there's any research on this. Not against himself. All right, whatever. All right. Uncomfortable. Final concluding thoughts.
Final concluding thoughts. The woke mind virus will metastasize. So you need to avoid the mob mentality, because it will metastasize.
Yeah. Yeah. Well said. Well said. All right, everyone. All right. Uncomfortable. Thank you for coming on, and thank you for being here. 7 people. This is terrific. We're doing very well. All right, guys. I don't want to say hit the like, hit the subscribe, but I guess you got to do what you got to do. So maybe you got to do. This is hilarious. Haha. Yeah, we are a hilarious bunch. All right, you guys. I'm going to try and stream tomorrow as soon as I can. I guess it's going to be around 11 a.m. I hope to do it for an hour. So for now, have a great night. Good night, uncomfortable. Good night, everyone.
All right.
And
Good night. We is
good.
gone.
We is gone. Bye bye.
Bye bye.